If you're looking anything like this, you're probably in need of some VC. And I don't blame you. Ronnie 2K and them, they've been robbing us blind. But I'm here to help you out a bit. It's Donzy Gaming. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, because you know we always get to the best VC methods that are on this game. So today I'm here to bring you one of the fastest. Alright, this is not the only VC method, it's definitely one of the best though. You can get this done very quick to get you a nice little chunk of change. You feel me? You need to up an attribute real quick. Just run this real quick, it'll maybe take you an hour, hour 30. We're basically gonna be doing a little speed run to 30k VC. You feel me? So I don't want to waste too much time. Let's just get straight into it. Alright, before we get started, of course you can make this build. This is a catch and shoot ace. This is optional, you really don't have to. Shout out to Rocky 2K for this build. You can make this build and you can keep it at 60 overall and you're still gonna have an 88 3-pointer. Again, this is optional, you don't have to do it. And once again, shout out Rocky 2K for figuring this out. But once you make your new build, whatever, continue on, you are gonna want to go to a bad team. Yes, you heard me right. You're gonna want to go to a bad team, a terrible team. Basically, like, I wouldn't even say the Hornets, maybe the Pistons. That's the worst team I could think of right now. Shoot, the Pistons, the Wizards, or even the Nets, because the Nets are pretty bad too. We're gonna go with the Pistons though. Select the Pistons, and like I said, you're gonna have a couple cutscenes that you're gonna have to skip through. We're trying to get through this as fast as possible. You don't need to know what they're talking about. Just skip through everything. And when you're finished with this, you're going to set up your MYCAREER a certain way. Like I said, this build is going to start you off with an 88 3-pointer, but it doesn't matter. We're trying to lose games. First things first, you're going to set your game difficulty to Hall of Fame. Honestly, just leave it on Hall of Fame. You don't have to change anything here other than action replays, never. Highlight play camera cuts, off. After basket camera cuts, never. No, I'm pretty sure that's about it. And your commentary language, you're going to want to switch that from English to Chinese or Spanish, either one. This is so you skip the halftime show because they only recorded it in English. So this is a big help. It's gonna save you time in the long run. So make sure to do this. And after all that, we're on our way to the arena. Once you get into the arena, you're gonna be given this cutscene. You can skip through it, but this is the only like real important part. You have to pick NBA Cup champion. This method does not work if you pick any other decision. It's gonna take you twice as long. This method is to cut your grind time in half. Whatever other method grind you was doing before, it's gonna cut it in half because we're choosing NBA Cup champion. I'm gonna explain more later, but for now, let's just click it, get into it. You're gonna come over here, talk to Donna, of course. Like I said, skip through everything. Every cutscene, we're skipping through them. We don't even know what they're saying. You gotta talk to the head coach. This is just a bunch of fluff. This is stuff that you have to do. You're gonna be given goals you don't have to complete, honestly, because we're trying to lose here. Like I said, it feels wrong. It goes against my spirit too, but trust and believe. You have to talk to Patrick. Yeah. You could choose whatever you want, honestly. I say still choose these, and you're good to go to play your first game. So in this method, we're just gonna be fouling out. Just foul out as fast as possible. Once you get in the game, of course, when you're on offense, you can do whatever you want. But I find it easiest to just call for a lob, throw the ball away. When the other team gets the ball, try to foul. We're fouling out as fast as possible. Of course, sometimes it's not easy. It's not always gonna be easy. It's not gonna be perfect. But you're just trying to foul out as fast as possible. All 6 fouls, we're not holding nothing back. Just go straight for it. Once you get 2 fouls, they're gonna sub you out. Most likely, they're gonna put you back in the second quarter, and you're just gonna keep, repeating the process. Foul again. This one will take you to the third quarter, most likely once again. And instead of the halftime show, you get this little screen right here. It's gonna show you some stats, and it's gonna take you straight to the third quarter. This is why we changed the language. All in all, this is probably gonna be like what? 20 to 30 seconds. So it's way better than the full halftime show.
right? Once you fouled out, you're just going to be trying to get to your next game. And we're only playing key games. Go to your play next game menu, press R1. That's going to show you your key games. These are the only games that you have to play. You're going to press hold to send to key game. If you have any tasks, then just take care of your tasks before you go on. When you get the option to answer questions, we're always answering for fans. Always for fans. This way you have a chance of getting the endorsements at some point during this method. Now we're going to go on to our next game. Like I said, press R1 to show your key games. And we're going to play all of them doing the exact same thing. We're fouling all the way out until we get to our sixth one, where we have to make sure that we lose. You see the key game says 1 out of 7 for me right now. Once you get to key game 6 out of 7, you have to make sure to lose that one. I'm gonna get back to y'all when I'm there. All right, as you can see, we're on our 6th key game. This is number 6 out of 7, as you can see. Once you get to your 6th key game, this is the one that you have to lose. The first 5, it doesn't matter. You can win some, you can lose some, it doesn't matter. But your 6th key game, you have to lose this one. Let's get into it. I'll show you what I think is the best way to go about losing this game. All right, once you're in the game, the quickest ways I feel to lose are, of course, getting turnovers, but you don't have to do it yourself. I find it's easier, give the ball to someone else and just double tap triangle. That's not a good example, but you could throw it to anyone and double tap triangle and they're gonna throw it in the air. It's usually gonna be a turnover. Then you could foul right there. Easy, 2 birds, 1 stone. Now, once you're on the inbound, switch to whoever's on the inbound to foul them. To switch to whoever's inbounding the ball, you're gonna press R1 and then click whatever icon is above the inbounder's head. That way you can get up to them without them throwing the ball up to your open man. If you follow those steps, you should end up in the 4th quarter fairly quickly, but even so, you know, this happens. Your team is winning somehow, someway. Your team is winning. It's still some time left. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep forcing the loss. You know, let your man score, and on offense do the same thing we were doing before. Wait till they get the ball up past half court and just double tap triangle, because for some reason 2K just, you know, it forces the alley every single time, and that's gonna be a turnover. Alright, and as you can see, we lost this game. Eventually they even took me out because, I mean, I don't know why. I didn't even have to foul out, but they just took me out. So once you lose this game, you let this whole screen play out. And once you're back to the tunnel, close app. Don't forget it. That is the whole most important part of this method. You have to close app once you get to that part. Alright, we're here. We close app. As soon as you get to the tunnel, close app. Open it back up. Alright, you just go back on the same exact build. Same exact build. Alright, and now when you go to your play next macro or whatever, you're not gonna see what should be a season meeting. You're supposed to have to play minimum 12 games a season of key games. This way you only have to play 6 and you can sim all the way to the end of the season now. And because you're on a losing team that should not make the playoffs, you don't have to play the playoffs at all. And it's just gonna take you straight to the offseason. New jersey swap games are gonna come up from time to time. You don't have to play them. Press square to skip past them. It's the same thing. We're just trying to get to the end of the season as fast as possible. You also don't have to participate in All-Star Weekend. Just, you know, skip past this. All right, at some point throughout the simulation, this is gonna come up. He's gonna want to talk to you. This is gonna be to force you into the starting rotation. Even if you don't complete the quest, you're still gonna get the 500 VC from that, as you can see. So, hey, it's a nice little plus, right? It doesn't hurt any. So you just skip through this and keep simulating the same way. You're gonna have another time when Coach Tucker needs to talk to you. That is gonna be for the Trouble in Paradise quest, I'm pretty sure. So you just go over, talk to the front office. Again, skip through this. You don't have to do the quest. It's gonna be like try to include, try to increase their scoring average, whatever. You don't have to do anything except for in the off season, invite them to the open run. That's it. Simple. And that's another 500 VC for you. So skip through this. You're going to have to go back to Patrick, talk to him, and then we're back to simming to the end of the season. Once you're done talking to Patrick, you're going to get another 500 VC. Big W. And we continue simming to the end of the season. All right, as you can see, we hit the playoffs, whatever, Shy wins. You know, everyone gets their awards. You can keep continuing, and you just go straight to the off season. You didn't make the playoffs, so you don't have to play it. Now that you're in the off season, you have to talk to Patrick, skip through this, and he's gonna give you your options for what you want to do in the off season. In the off season, in your first off season, you're gonna want to go to the open run recruitment, and you're gonna invite the person who was in trouble in paradise, whatever that player was, whoever it was. And this is like the quickest way to get through the off season. But on your third off season, you have to play the Fiba tournament, the tournament for 25,000 VC. That is the whole point of this method. To get to the third season, to play the Fiba tournament in the off season, and you will get 25,000 VC. So that's gonna be somewhere around 30,000 VC in an hour, which is pretty damn fast, if I say so myself. That's why I think this is one of the best methods. So let's continue on. Play the off-season run. Select your open run teammate. You're gonna invite Jaden Ivy. That's the one who, you can see it. Whoever it is, they're gonna be disgruntled. So you have to click on them, one, and then after that is just whoever else other than that. And you don't have to play the game. Look, you quit it and it counts. So that's a very quick way to get through the off season and just rush into your next season. After that, you just have to get yourself back to the arena. As you can see, another 500 VC right there for nothing. And again, anytime you have to answer a question, we're picking fans. We're picking fans every single time. This is going to give you the option to get a bit of VC from endorsements. All right, once you in the facility, starting your next season, they're going to ask you the same question. What do you want your key games to be? You know, what you have to pick your goals. And they're going to do the same thing as last time, NBA Cup champion. And we're going to do the same method as last time. You're going to repeat that process for 2 more seasons. All right, sidebar. After my first game of my second season, is telling me go to my MYCAREER and talk to Patrick for endorsements. That's what I was saying. That's why we choose fans every time we're talking. Every time we get asked a question, that's why we choose fans. All right, as for your shoe deal, you're honestly not gonna get any of the incentives. So I say just pick whoever. You can pick Jordan, you can pick Nike. It really doesn't matter. All right, and now as you can see, these are the endorsements, and we're more than likely not gonna get to sign anytime soon, but by the time we're done with the method, you may have 2 or 3 that are available to sign. After doing the trash talk, you are gonna get the opportunity for the Dime magazine cover thing right here. So all you have to do for that is meet with someone in the practice facility for that one. And 2, you have to change your outfit if you got the Teed Up magazine cover endorsement as well. Doing both of those is gonna get you another 1,000 VC. So first of all, just change your outfit to whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And 2, go in the practice facility, what is that at? And do the little interview, another 500 VC. So once that is done, like I said, easy 500 VC in the bank right there. And because we changed our outfit, we just have to play our next game for the Teed Up magazine, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. After the game, they're gonna ask you which outfit you wanna wear for your interview with Teed Up magazine. You just pick one, you put it on, you go into the practice facility, and then you just really skip through this. Once again, any answer we give is for fans, but you know, these are for both, but just always make sure you're answering for fans. And that's another 500 VC for you. All right, once you've repeated this process 3 times, you're gonna head into the last off season. This is for the 26-27 season. And you're gonna go ahead and talk to Patrick for your last set of off-season activities. And now we're gonna speak to him to get a start on the 2027 Fiba tournament. As you can see, final 3 rounds, play through Fiba games, and the Fiba game rewards are up to 25,000 VC for first place, and you're gonna get followers. We're gonna go ahead and select that, and we're gonna go ahead and play that game. All right, before we head into the Fiba game, now is the time where we are going to change our settings from Hall of Fame to Rookie, because we are going to be playing this game. We're not gonna just foul out of this game, we're gonna actually play it, because we have to play 3 games to get first place in the Fiba tournament. So we're gonna get into that very, very quickly. These are the only 3 games that should really take you some time. You're gonna wanna win every game as fast as possible. And to do that, we're gonna start off with 2 quick fouls. When you are on offense, you're trying to score. You're trying to get as big of a lead as possible. And then we're gonna foul one more time. After that, that should be it for you fouling. Honestly, you might have to do 1 more, but I wouldn't risk it, because in Fiba you only get 5 fouls, so that means once you get to 4 fouls, you don't even get VC for play in the game. But basically, we are just trying to go up 25. As soon as you go up 25 in the second half, you can sim out the game. Another way to get them to put up some bad shots quickly is while you're on defense, put your team in a 2-3 zone. You'll put up a lot of shots quickly, and for the most part, they're not going to make most of them. As you can see, the third quarter just started, so off the rip, we can make sure to ask out to sim with VC. This is going to give you no VC. This is with VC. We're up 25 in the third, so we get to do that. So on top of the 25,000 VC you're going to get after the third game, you're going to get VC for each of these games. Played fairly quickly at that. That took me maybe 3 minutes. As you can see, extra 800 VC for doing absolutely nothing. And you're just going to keep playing all these games until you win the championship to get the extra 25K. Again, 2 quick fouls is usually the fastest way to go about it. You get to the bench on 1, switch to the inbounder, another quick foul, and this time it's going to take us straight to the third quarter. We're already up 10. We just got to add on a 15-point lead and we're out the game. And as you can see, in about 3 minutes, I say that took us, we can ask out to similar VC once again. It's fairly simple, fairly easy, you know, it's nothing complicated. It's getting through these as quickly as possible. Another easy 800 VC, and we're moving on to the last game that we have to play for this method. Gonna continue, and we're just gonna do the same thing we've been doing. 2 quick fouls, get up 25, ask out with VC, and you're all done. All right, so the thing about this last game is that usually it's against Canada, and for some reason 2K always makes Canada start whooping on ya. Like look at the score, bro. Like, so now we just gotta come back, I guess. But it threw us into the 4th quarter, so that's more than fine. But it's just like, why? Like, I get they're a little more stacked than most of the other teams, but like, god damn. So just play out this quarter and win the game. If you're lucky and it didn't make Canada into the fucking dream team, then you can most likely just sim out after halftime. This is not the last part, the very last part of the method, but it's the last game you're gonna have to play. Yo, like, you see this? Why is he wailing like that? But this is the last game you're gonna have to play for this method. So I'll get back to y'all when it's over with. All right, so the game is done. We got the win, another 800 VC. And as you can see, we've been getting 100,000 fans each time. That's gonna be a little bit important too. And with that, we win the gold medal. Let's check on our VC. As you can see, we got that 25K. That would be the end of the method if we aren't gonna look at our endorsements. And hey, we didn't get all of them, but we got one, an extra 1,200 VC. So I'll take that. That ain't nothing to laugh at. And that's about it for the method. Honestly, this is something, like I said, you could do this in an hour, hour 30, you know, if you're really on it. And it's an easy, what, 30,000 VC? An easy 30,000-ish VC in about an hour, hour and a half. You feel me? You could turn on a movie. You could start up a movie as you're starting this By the time the movie's done, you're gonna have made an extra 30,000 VC. That's not too bad. You get 30,000 VC for watching the movie. That's pretty good. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like I said, this is one of the fastest methods to make VC in this game. We're not gonna say the G word. This is not, when you say the G word, that's how things get taken away. That's what Ronnie 2K don't like. This is one of the fastest methods as of right now to get VC in NBA 2K25. You can do this as many times as need be. As soon as you finish here, you could delete this save and just start again. Or you can do a different method that we're going to talk about in another later video. Like the video if this helps you. If you have any questions, comment them down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And with that being said, I'm going to get at y'all with another one. I'm out of here. Peace.